Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Project Devo. This is a special episode. I'm going to go over what I was talking about on TikTok and Instagram and all my socials on Saturday night with that little short that I released, as well as on here. But before we get started, I would like to have a special thanks out here to my sponsor, Overtake.com. Guys, if you're a Subaru guy like I am, this is a company built for enthusiasts, by enthusiasts. These guys love our cars as much as we do. Go support Art and the boys at Overtake. I'm going to have their link and stuff down in the description of this video. I'm hoping this video is coming out Monday night. We're going to get into what Subaru announced on, it would be Saturday morning, our time, or US time. They have announced that they are releasing 3 manual transmission performance cars, or they're currently in development of 3 manual transmission performance vehicles. With that being said, I want to emphasize this with them saying about manual transmission performance vehicles. If you go on Subaru JP's website and you look up their performance lines or their STI lines of vehicles, 98% of them, if not all of them, are automatic. So with them emphasizing the manual transmission, they are pandering to the Japanese market. And as of right now, we have nothing out of SOA saying that there's anything coming for a new WRX, a new STI, or a new BRZ at the moment. Everything that's being released right now is just yearly updates. Nothing crazy, nothing huge, nothing massive at the moment. Now, not saying that these cars may not show up. I'm going to put this video up here real quick, or this picture up here real quick of the Instagram post. As you can see, there's 3 cars in the retar, middle one being what we would look like a BRZ. The one on the left looks like what would be a VBWRX or close to a WRX, a sedan. And then to the right is a hatch. Now, this may be the Performance Spec B hatch that was released, or this could be another Lavorg type, okay? There was a post a while ago that Subaru JP released way back, a couple months back, maybe even a year or two back, saying that the next internal combustion STI will be going, or WRX will be going back to its roots. This is making me think, and this is just, like I said, I know I've said this to you guys before, that we are going to get some type of WRX or STI version of the Impreza at some point. Now, and the only reason I say that is because that's where the WRX platform and the STI platform started, was on the WRX. Or, yeah, on the Impreza. So, with that being said, that's just me having a hunch. I've been actually trying to find that post. I've been digging around for a while. I'm going to post it in one of these videos when I find that sucker. But I know I've seen it somewhere with a Subaru letterhead. Unless it was AI or something, it could have been. But, with that being said, I won't get too excited about this. I don't want to see what happened a couple months back when they had a bunch of STI photos and stuff that were floating around were getting released, and everybody was getting all excited because, Subaru's going to put a VB STI out in the market. The only reason they were doing that in Japan was because, like I said before, they only have automatic. So they were releasing that to give the Japanese market what they wanted, which was a manual all-wheel drive turbo vehicle. And that's what they got. That's what that STI was, or that was what that WRX was. That's what that was. It was literally RTS. And that was because they didn't have that, because all their WRXs / STIs over there were all automatic. They were all CVT. So, me looking at that and reading their post and them clearly highlighting that these are 3 manual transmission models is telling me that this is them marketing to them again. Now, that does not mean we're not getting these. But I would sincerely wait until I be watching Boxerfest and Wicked Big Meat coming up this weekend. I'd be watching both of those to see if SOA releases anything. Because I'm going to tell you right now, SOA follows the money. You can see that by the way that they've been structuring everything. Like, they started selling those wilderness package vehicles. Now, all of a sudden, there's freaking wilderness package vehicles everywhere. Because they were following the money. They started gearing themselves towards that off-road group. Now, in the YouTube episodes of Launch Control, which is a Subaru-funded YouTube channel that Subaru-funded YouTube series that Vermont Sports Car, then they follow Vermont Sports Car around and the rally team and everything like that. There was a video at the end of last season that they were talking about with the CEO of Subaru being at Boxerfest and whatnot. They were talking about them wanting to give back to the enthusiast and not forgetting about the enthusiast and them developing more performance-like vehicles. With that being said, we may have something down the pipeline, but as of right now, until we see something either at a auto show like Detroit Auto Show or SEMA or something along those lines, or we see something at Boxer Fest or Wicked Big, because if Subaru's going to release something, they're going to do it on their own accord, and they're going to want to release it to the enthusiasts so that the enthusiasts blow it up, and they're going to let you social media let it carry. So with that being said, I'd be watching any of these Subies events, especially Boxer Fest and Wicked Big. All right, guys, like I said, this is a short episode. I just want to jump on this while it was fresh. You are still going to be getting an episode later this week on Sunday. On some other stuff here. I have a couple things like docked up. We'll check that out. But we will see you next time. Have a good one, guys.